Hey friends. All right, so I want to talk a little bit tonight, but I have to share this really quick because what I'm talking about is maybe specific to you, but maybe not, but it's something that I keep doing over and over again, and I've been picked on quite a bit for it. I've been told that it's crazy. I've been, what am I doing? Yada, yada, yada. But I want to share this with you, why I keep doing this over and over and over again. Here we go. Share that in the group. Why I keep doing this over again. Okay, so here it is. Are you ready? All right. So the reason I keep doing this over and over again is because I get results with it, right? So most people, when they think of something, sometimes they do something once, they get a little bit of success, and then they quit. And then maybe they keep that success, or sometimes they go back down a little bit. But the reason I keep doing this one thing is because every time I do it, I get more and more success, and it helps me stay focused. It helps me grow. It's helped me create a career that's 22 years old today that pays me every single month. But what is it? It is a program called Dynasty Global. Dynasty Global is a training company that helps people with their relationships, with finances, with professional development, with growing a business. It does so much. So way back when, in 2007, I first plugged into Dynasty Global's program called First Steps to Success. And I attended that class, and in my career on the outside, it looked like, yay, I was at a high promotion. My husband and I were working together. We were able to travel. We were able to do, but what most people didn't know is we were drowning in a $250,000 in debt at that time. $250,000 in debt. We were drowning. Our marriage was not in a happy place. We were heading for divorce. And what happened is we got plugged into this First Step Success training, and literally by the third day, we knew we had to continue taking this training, that this wasn't enough for us, that we needed to give at least a year of our life to being consistent at attending events and working the programs and cleaning up our finances, working on our marriage. So the First Step Success is like the basic program. And then there's an advanced training called Creating a Dynasty. And this is coming up actually next weekend. And it probably will be my 25th time if I had to guess, right? I'm going on at least well over 50 events that I've been to since 2007. So Creating a Dynasty is the advanced training, relationship, business, finance training. And that's where you get trained by multiple different experts in their field. So there will be someone who, I like to call him a wealth coach. He doesn't represent any financial company. He's not associated, but he is going to teach you, the basics of how to not just make money, but make your money grow. Because First Step Success will teach you how to make money and how to keep money, right? Because most people can make money, but they can't keep it. And then the advanced training will be this. In the advanced training, you'll take a very deep dive into different personalities, even the different personalities in your home. So, well, how did all this help us? Well, we were $250,000 in debt. We plugged in well over a year, almost 2 years. We were able to pay off over $100,000 in debt in that short period of time. We got our marriage back. We never wanted to have kids prior to going to this, or at least I didn't. But God really healed my heart. I grew my faith like you cannot believe, even though it wasn't a church. But I dug into the best success book ever written because of this training. But that first Creating a Dynasty really, really changed so much for me. And I remember actually I was sick when I was attending, and my nose was running all over the place. But I would never be the same. So every Creating a Dynasty that I've attended just has improved our lives. Our second Creating a Dynasty, I remember that for my husband, which was so significant for him, that he ended up getting a job where he could work from home. In 100 days, he was promoted 3 times. 3 times. And I will tell you, 5 years later, it was 4 or 5 years later, when he ended that job, he had started that job at a certain amount. He was earning 3 times the amount. And in fact, he was offered a position in their corporate part of the company where you had to have a degree, and he didn't have a degree. So that was very, very significant. And that was because of Destiny Global's training and that Creating a Dynasty. I remember the Creating a Dynasty that I remember them all, but every Creating a Dynasty that I've attended, I kid you not, there has been some significant life improvement change in my life, whether it's helped me get through a very difficult time in my life, whether it has grown my marriage so much closer, where I, kind of had a wake-up call, like, oh, that's going in the wrong direction, or I need to redo this, or all of that, or it brought me to the next thing. I remember in 2015, I started really plugging in not just my team members into First Step Success, but into Creating a Dynasty 2015. And that's when 2015, 2016, 2017, this whole group of individuals just had so much healing, so much improved their finances. This one couple, it's so sad. I watched them change so much in their marriage and their finances. They paid off a crap load of debt. And sadly, just a few years later, she would end up passing from cancer. But I just think to myself, gosh, what if they hadn't paid off all that debt? What if they hadn't got things right and gotten their house in order? But that was all because of Creating a Dynasty, right? Creating a Dynasty, First Step Success, Destiny Global's program, and Creating a Dynasty. So many stories out of that. So many stories. People who today are millionaires because of that. How many of you love Shark Tank? You watch Shark Tank? Barbara Corcoran's one of her top, I think it is the top, biggest income earners. Biggest incomes earners. It's called Grace and Lace, or Lace and Grace, one of those. Grace and Lace. I watched Melissa, I forget what her husband's name, Hennick. I watched those two at a Creating a Dynasty all those years ago. I watched them in another business create over $1 million. I watched them hone their skills, their business skills, so that when God brought this other business into their life and they got in front of Shark Tank, I was like, that's Destiny Global trained clients. I watched them. I have seen them multiple times at First Step Success and Creating a Dynasty. So my point is, why do I keep doing this over and over and over again? Why do I spend the money? Why do I invest in it? Because every area of my life is different because of plugging into First Step Success and Creating a Dynasty. So I'm going to challenge you right now. This is a virtual event, and I, like many of you, have a lot of things going on. In fact, my kids are being baptized on Sunday, so there's pieces of it I can't even attend. But the great thing about this is that I can still be fully present on Monday, because for $75, I can buy a extended pass, or what is it, $100? Tammy will let us know. But I can buy an extended pass to get that recording, the video recording and everything, for 7 days, and I can take it over that next day, day and a half. I don't want to wait too long because I want it to be very, very fresh. So if you have been to First Step Success, I highly encourage you to please deeply consider taking the Destiny Global, to carving out the hours. And it is a lot of hours, right? It is intense. It is deep. But the trainers are phenomenal. You can change your life, your finances. Oh, I didn't even tell you this one. Okay, Creating a Dynasty. I gotta tell you. Let me tell you about Ed and Jean. Ed and Jean, sister and brother, they were closing down their business. attended Creating a Dynasty, where Hans Johnson was teaching about wealth. They followed his direction. This was in 2008. Remember what happened in 2008? Do you remember? They followed his direction. Not only did they not lose a crap load of money like everybody lost in 2008, but they were able to earn like nest eggs of money, which for Jean, sadly, her husband had Parkinson's and would need respite care and would need more things, right? Would need the natural medicines, would need those things. And that really helped. And then Ed later would have a kidney transplant and different things. So having that little extra really helped them. My own husband, right? My own husband, who never had anyone in his life teach him about wealth or anything like that, took some of those trainings, took some of those steps, bought his first investment property, ended up, learning, growing, but through that training and through what he's learned through his Creating a Dynasty and Destiny Global, my husband with no college education, right? No college education has used those skills over and over and over to earn millions of dollars today. Millions. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing what you don't need, as I have, a $250,000 education with, doctor in front of it to be successful. In fact, most success has nothing to do with money. I will tell you that right now. It has to do what's in here. And at Creating a Dynasty, you're going to get your heart right. You're going to get your mind right. You're going to get the professional skills and trainings that you need to advance your life like you never absolutely can imagine. You cannot imagine. Let me tell you about the Holden family. Okay, let me tell you about the Holden family. And I tagged Trina on here too. The entire Holden family. I watched this family come to these events. And in the beginning, they were nice people, but they were broken. They were poverty mindset. They were just like struggle. There was just so much struggle and strife and things. And I watched this whole entire family, 3 generations. The parents, right, which would be the grandparents. I watched their lives change, their mission in life, their businesses. And they were successful before, but they have magnified that. And then the generations, people finding their spouses, their loved ones, through a contact or someone through the skills they learned at First Step Success and Destiny Global. The Holden family, I've watched this woman, Trina, just go from like broken and just not having good relationships with her parents, her kids, anything, to being one of the most happy and joyful people I know. And good parent. And good and successful businesswoman with like 4 different streams of income, right? Their whole family, I think, has 5 or 6. Like the whole family probably has 12 different streams of income. So I don't know. All I know is that plugging into Creating a Dynasty is by far the best thing I've ever done on repeat in my whole entire life. So I will be there virtually next weekend, even though there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. I will still be there virtually, attending, plugging in. In fact, I will listen to it multiple times. There's still ones that I listen to multiple times. You can buy an MP3 audio recording, so you have it for a lifetime. That could change it has the potential to change your life if you apply what you learn. So that's my 2 cents. I have tagged Tammy Price here. She is our concierge at Destiny Global. She can help you plug in, get a Creating a Dynasty ticket, or you said, Mary, I haven't even been to First Steps. Next First Steps is in January. You plug into that. Absolutely. And if you want to get started right now, they have a program called Life Map. It is by far the best personal development I've ever found. Personal, professional, financial, marriage, and the list goes on. Okay. That $30 a month is the best $30 you will ever spend if you train every single day. There's little short 15-minute trainings you can take. Definitely worth that. There's Tammy right there. She can connect you, get your Creating a Dynasty ticket, your advanced ticket, get your First Step Success ticket, which is being held in January virtually as well, and get plugged into the Life Map right away. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye now.